Hi, I just want to get your focus onto something really special. If you're looking to, get the answers to your questions and of life and solve some problems that you face on the daily basis, and answer to things uh that you just cannot get, that you think, I know this, why am I still doing it? The answer to that still lies in this topic that I'm about to unfold. Things like, I know this is wrong, I'm still doing it. I don't know why this is happening. People ask these questions to themselves, including myself. I used to ask these questions. I still do. I'm not going to lie to you guys. This channel is about psychology and self improvement. I haven't started anything about psychology yet because didn't really study anything about it. I could just whip up something out of my mind, but that's a different case. Anyways, I realized this, that my biggest advice, I wasn't following my biggest advice myself. And the answer to this question as well lies in the in the in the term known as mindfulness. Might have heard it. Mindfulness is a state where you are present and in the moment, living in the moment, they say. When you're living in the moment, right here, right now, that's called mindfulness. You're aware of your surroundings. I'm recording this video. There's a car passing by. There's a bulb over my head. There's some clothes. That's an almirah. This is a cupboard. Consciousness right here. That's all mindfulness is, and the way to achieve it is through meditation. Some people will click off right here, just, oh, meditation, yeah, you are a spiritual woo woo guy, just get off. But yeah, I don't even do meditation myself. I'll be completely honest. If I'm advising you guys, or this is not even an advice, who am I to advise? I'm just an 18, by the way, I just turned 19 few days back. I am a 19-year-old kid. I am no one to advise anyone, right? I could advise like 14, 15, 16 year olds, and I'd still give this only one advice that I've learned from my own experience. I've done meditation for months at a time. I don't do now. I did it like a year ago for months, 4 5 months, and it really changed the life. The time, like, I did meditation till here. After here, the effects start to pay off. This period was so happy, so grateful. I was like smiling all day. Like, it was such a good feeling. I i asked myself this question: how do I fix my life? Right? I know the answer. I know plenty of answers to this, but I just don't do it. You can do nothing, because to do anything you have to think, you have to remember it, you have to be motivated for it, and all of these things comes from your brain. And if you don't if your brain does a workout, which is basically just meditation is a workout for your brain. Damn, what a line. But it actually makes sense. You do something you hate, like putting in reps, like you are meditating, focus lost, you bring back your focus right here, in on your breath. Breath focus is like, breath meditation is like considered like the best one, or like the most popular one, because it takes nothing. It takes only focusing on your breath, like your breathing in and out. That's all there is to it. I've heard many people say meditation is this and that and good or bad, but I don't listen to them. I listen to myself, and I say that yeah, it works. It really works, but you'll have to give it time, because the the effects take time, because it's a what's the word, delayed gratification activity, which in which you do something hard, you do something you don't want to do for some period of time, and the effects, the result that you expect come after a certain period of time. There's no written limit that, oh, after this period of time everything no, after a certain period of time, uh, those effects of those compounded activities, something you do daily, and over time, over months and years, that compounds, and the effect it provides afterwards stays for months and years, and is amazing, just life changing, just something you've never experienced before. I say this to any of my friends. I am very good at advising people, but I don't follow that myself. I'm just being completely honest here. I don't follow my own advice. I say to people uh, things like, oh, do this, why are you doing that? But the next day I am doing that thing myself. It's of course easier said than done, but maybe I can say about some things that I've done. I can proudly say that, oh, I've multiple times in my life I've overcome my self doubt, my fear, just mental blockages, the mental obstacles, self doubt, self criticism, uh, low self confidence, fear, judgmental fear. I've overcome these things multiple times in my life, and that is exactly why I can say these things. And maybe I didn't, maybe that's enough about me. I'll try to be more following, more actionable on the things I say and suggest. So I was saying, meditation and mindfulness basically gives you a completely different outlook on the world. Like there's a filter, a fil like right now, if you are a regular ass guy, if you are a regular guy who uses some social media, maybe goes to the gym, studies something, maybe sometimes he couldn't, sometimes you're disciplined, sometimes you are not, just a regular person, like everyone, like nowadays. When you do meditation, and when you start to feel mindful, it will take time, but when you feel it, you will know that yeah, something just change your perspective. There's a filter removed from your life. That's how you feel. The day you feel it, that's when you know. I can't even say it in words. You won't get the feeling. I know what the feeling is, and that's why I try. If I genuinely try with my heart and soul, I could achieve it, but I don't give it my all. I'm just too afraid, too constrained. I don't use my full power. I use the third rule of atomic habits as an excuse, that make it easy, make it easy, make it easy. I make everything easy. That, oh, he said, I didn't even read the whole book. The part uh, that gave me a reason to be comfortable, to be to be a loser, that's the only part I watched. That's the only part I saw. That's the only part I remember. I've read the half 80% of the book, and that's the only part I remember. Oh my god, it's a 10-minute video. Anyways, I could speak for half an hour. That's not the case. But the problem is I have like 4 subscribers. One is my other alternate account, other is some random guy I told to follow, and fourth third or fourth is one of my friends. I asked her to follow, or she did, I don't know. And one is someone else, I don't know. So basically I have 4 random followers, and yeah, basically no views on my channel yet. I used to get views earlier on my early videos, like 7, 5, 6, 7 views, but in this series I have gotten 0 views on every single one of them. That's how consistent I am. But yeah, it's for me to blame. I wasn't consistent. Anyways, I got distracted again. I was saying, do meditation, uh, give it some time. Meditation is the ultimate thing. It improves your brain, and simultaneously your thinking, your memory, your decision making, your everything that your brain does improves through meditation. That's the bottom line. And try to be grateful along with it. Really, it that's where your life will really turn around. You will see the effects. You will actually be successful. Actually, that's enough for today. Vanshu signing off. Radhe Radhe.